Hey my friends, welcome to this all levels Vinyasa flow. Today we will focus on our hips and our hamstrings. If you have any props that you like to use in your practice, grab a couple of blocks and a strap and join us back on the mat. So enjoy and follow along. Today we will start off in tabletop position. So our knees beneath our hips, hip width apart, and our hands shoulder width apart underneath our shoulders. And we'll inhale, dropping our stomach, looking forward, drawing our heart between our shoulders. And exhale, pressing into our palms, pressing into the tops of our feet, rounding the spine. Inhale, dropping the stomach, heart comes forward. And exhale, pressing into the ground, rounding your spine, tailbone and chin tuck. Inhale, dropping the stomach, look forward. And try and pull the floor towards you with your hands, opening your heart. And exhale, pressing into the ground, rounding your spine. 2 more in your own breath here, your own time. Inhale, forward. And exhale, rounding your spine. Last one here. Inhale, dropping your stomach. And exhale, rounding your spine. Let's inhale, coming back to neutral. And from here, what we're going to do is try and draw our armpits towards each other, so not completely dumping the weight into our shoulders and sinking our chest. We want to have this nice and engaged here, pressing our hands firmly into the ground. And what we're going to do is take our right leg back, toes point down to the ground, and try to keep the hips square if you can. And if you want to go a bit further, you can take your left arm out in front and keep your head pointing down towards the ground, keeping the neck nice and long. And if you want more, you can exhale, bring your elbow and knee in to meet, rounding your spine. And inhale back up, using your back muscles here. And exhale, using your core muscles, elbow and knee to meet. Inhale back up. And exhale, elbow and knee to meet, last one. And inhale back up. And exhale, return them back to the mat. Switching sides now. Before we switch, just make sure that muscles are engaged at your chest, your serratus anterior muscles, which are these ones underneath your armpits here, so we're not dumping all of the weight. And we'll take our left foot back, toes point down to the ground, engaging the back of our leg and our glutes. And taking our right arm out in front, our gaze is towards the mat. And if you want more here, when you exhale, you can bring your elbow and knee to meet, rounding your spine. And then inhale, using your back muscles, your arm lengthens, your leg lengthens. And exhale, elbow and knee to meet, using your core. Inhale back up. Last one here as we exhale. And inhale back up. So now strong posture, this one to wake up the body. And exhale, return back to the mat. And from here, take our knees as wide as the mat, our big toes to touch. And just walk our arms out in front, sinking our hips to our heels, chest to the ground and forehead to the ground for Balasana, child's pose. If at any time during today's practice you need to rest, that is okay. Just honour your body, honour where you're at today, and just come into Balasana, to child's pose, and just breathe and rest. And when you feel ready, you can join back in with the practice. On your next inhale, coming up onto your knees, bringing your chest forward to the ground. And then from here, we'll take our hands off the mat, elbows tucked in by our sides, pressing the tops of our feet into the floor, strong legs, strong back here as we inhale, lift our chest off for Bhujangasana, keep our gaze down, and then exhale, release. Inhale, lifting our hands, lifting our chest, strong back, strong legs, and exhale, release. Last one, inhale, strong legs and back. And exhale, release. Tucking our toes, pressing our hips back to our heels, and pressing up to down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. In down dog, our feet want to be hip width apart. A slight bend in our knees. Our hips to the sky. Our hands want to be shoulder width apart. And a slight tuck in our armpits, just as we did in tabletop. Just so we don't completely drop our chest and dump all the weight into our shoulders. And just keep breathing here. And as you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. And inhale, stepping forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift your hands to your thighs or your shins, flat back, look forward. And then exhale, forward fold. Releasing your head and your neck. Arms are heavy. And from here, grabbing opposite elbows for ragdoll. Your knees can be bent as much as you wish here. And you can gently sway from side to side. A nice release for the back and the hamstrings. And if you wish, you can take your arms in line with your ears. So bringing your elbows forward. And looking under one shoulder, having a little twist. And then looking under another shoulder. It just straightens the back and lengthens it. And then exhale, release your hands to the ground, forward fold. Bend your knees a lot here as you slowly inhale, rolling one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, your hands above your head, pressing your palms together as you look up. And exhale, hinging at your hips. Forward fold here, slight bend in your knees for Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, look forward. Adho Uttanasana. And exhale, planting your hands on the mat, stepping back to down dog. Inhale, bending both knees here. As you exhale, left heel to the ground, your right knee bends even more. And then inhale, take your right leg to the sky for three-legged dog. Toes point down to the ground. Try to keep your hips square if you can. Just keep breathing. And exhale, bringing your right foot between your hands, dropping your left knee to the ground and tucking your left toes. If you have a couple of blocks in your practice, you can grab them now, and you can use them on any height you need or what's most comfortable for you. And we'll inhale, open our heart, chest comes forward. The right ankle wants to be beneath the right knee, so make any adjustments that you need. And then exhale, taking your hips back to your right toes point to the sky, folding over your right leg. And inhale, coming forward, sinking into your hips, stretching your left hip flexor, opening your heart. And exhale, taking your hips back, toes point to the sky, folding over your leg. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, taking your hips back. And we'll hold here for a few breaths. Toes point to the sky. And if you want more of a stretch, you can draw your right hip back, your left hip forward. And you should feel a nice stretch on the back of your right leg here. Stretching the hamstring, the calf. And inhale, coming forward, bending into your right knee. If you have your blocks, you might want to move them forward, just in front of your foot here. And we're going to tuck our left toes and then push up into our right foot, take our left leg to the sky for the standing splits. And try and fold at your hips here a slight bend in your standing leg. And just try to take your left heel as high as you can. And then exhale, bring in your left foot, hip width distance apart on your mat from your right. And just forward fold, releasing your head, your neck, your arms. And from here we're going to inhale, sweep the floor, arms come above our head for Utkatasana, chair pose. The weight of our body wants to be in the heels here, drawing our shoulders away from our ears. And tucking our tailbone slightly. It's quite a strong posture. And then exhale, taking our hands to the mat, forward fold, Uttanasana, hips to the sky. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, planting our palms on the ground, stepping back to down dog. Inhale, bending both knees here. As you exhale, right heel to the ground, bend your left knee. And inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog, toes point down to the sky, square off your hips. And exhale, bringing your left foot between your hands, sinking your right knee to the ground and tucking your toes, using your blocks if you need. As you inhale, you're opening your heart and your chest, sinking your hip. And exhale, taking your hips back, your left toes point to the sky as you fold over your leg. Inhale, coming forward, sinking into your hips, stretching your right hip flexor. And exhale, taking your hips back, left toes point to the sky. Inhale, coming forward. Your left knee should be above your left ankle. If not, just adjust your foot. And exhale, take your hips back. And we'll hold here for a few breaths. Left toes point to the sky. Your left hip draws back, your right hip draws forward. You should feel a lovely stretch in your left hamstring, your left calf. And inhale, bending into that left leg. Moving your blocks forward or your hands forward if you need. Tucking your right toes. And press up into that left leg, taking your right leg to the sky for standing splits. Folding at your hips. And try to take your heel of your right foot as high as you can get it. Just keep breathing. And exhale, bringing your right foot hip width distance apart from your left. And forward fold, Uttanasana. Then inhale, sweeping the floor, arms above your head, Utkatasana, chair pose. Shoulders away from your ears. The weight into your heels here, tucking your tailbone. And exhale, bringing your hands to the ground, hips to the sky as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, planting your hands on the ground, stepping back to a plank position. So your shoulders want to be over your wrists. Your heels are pointing straight back. Strong legs, strong core here. You can drop your knees if you need to. And then from here we're going to lower ourselves slowly to the ground. Elbows tuck in. Remember to drop your knees if you need. And you can untuck your toes, pressing your tops of your feet into the ground. Strong legs, strong back, elbows tuck in. As you inhale for Bhujangasana, lifting your chest and hands off the ground. And exhale, release. Two more like this. Inhale, strong legs and back. And exhale, release. Last one here. Inhale, lifting your chest. Keep your gaze towards the ground. And exhale, release. Now from here we're going to interlace our fingers, our hands behind our back. And this time we're going to try and draw our hands away from each other, making one big fist. And we're going to lift our feet off the ground for Salabhasana locust pose. So inhale, try and draw your hands towards your feet, lifting your feet off the ground. Really strong back and strong legs here. And exhale, release. We're going to do 2 more like this. Inhale, lifting your legs, hands draw towards your legs, looking down at the ground, keeping your neck nice and long. And exhale, release. Last one here, inhale for locust, Salabhasana. And exhale, release. Just allow your body to rest now, turning your head to one side. Just have a moment here to rest. From here, bring our head back to neutral, taking our right arm out to the side, and then rolling over onto our right hand side, resting our head on the floor, taking our left foot behind our right leg, just to open up the front of our right shoulder and pec. And it's a nice twist after a couple of back strengtheners. And then exhale, just release. Switching sides now, taking your left arm out, rolling over onto your left hand side, your right foot comes behind your left leg, opening your left shoulder, the front of your left shoulder, and your pec. A nice twist for the back here, releasing the spine, and then exhale, coming back to neutral. Tucking your toes, pressing your palms and pressing back to down dog. And we'll just have a couple of breaths here in down dog. You can find some stillness. Have a bit of movement if you wish, stretching one leg and then the other. Do what feels right for you. And just exhale, bending your knees, looking forward. And inhale, stepping to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, flat back, look forward. And exhale, forward fold. And inhale, come to standing. Taking your arms above your head, pressing your palms together. Bringing your palms to your heart. And then to your side for Tadasana, mountain pose. Now from here, we're going to move to Vikrasana, which is the tree pose. So take the weight into your left foot, and you can take your right foot, bring it onto your left ankle like this to open the hip, or you can come onto your calf, or if you wish, you can come onto the inside of your right thigh. Just avoid pressing against your knee. You can bring your palms to your heart centre, and try to keep that nice right angle here with your right thigh. Tucking in your left hip here, strong left leg. Keep your dristi, which is your focus gaze, on one fixed point ahead to keep your balance. And if you feel stable and secure, you can raise your hands above your head, keeping your palms together. And if you still feel stable and you want more of a challenge, you can open your palms and you can look up. If you fall out, that's okay. Just come back and try again. It's all a practice here, it's your own practice, just honour your body. And then exhale, bringing your palms together, back to your heart if they're not already there. And releasing your right leg. And to give your legs a shake out. And while we're still on that same side, we'll put the weight back into our left leg here. We'll take our left arm out in front, bringing our thumb and our index finger to touch. And then we'll grab the inside of our right foot with our right hand. So the inside of our elbow is facing away from us. And this might be plenty for you, staying here in Natarajasana, the dancer's pose. Or if you want more, you can start to lean forward slightly, bringing your right foot up and your left hand up. Try to keep your right knee pointing down to the ground. It's not so much how much you can bend forward here. It's just creating that openness from the front side of your body. Again, if you fall out, just come back into it. And just exhale, release. Give your legs a shake out again. And this time we'll switch sides, so take the weight into our right foot. One side might be different to the other, so just on your body. And again, just go where it's comfortable for you. Your left foot can come to your right ankle, the inside of your calf, or the inside of your thigh. Again, just avoid the knee. Bringing your palms to your chest in Anjali Mudra. Really engaging your right leg here. Tucking in your right hip. And if this is comfortable for you, take your hands above your head. And if you want more of a challenge, open your palms and look up. If you fall out, that's okay, just come back in. Try again. Just keep breathing. And just exhale. Bring your palms together towards your chest if you're not already there. Releasing your left foot. Giving your legs a shake again. And now we're doing Nataraja Asana on the other side, or the same side even. Our index finger and thumb want to touch on our right hand. Our left arm faces away from us, and we grab the inside of our left foot, so our elbow crease faces away. A slight bend in our right leg here, and we can start to tilt forward, taking our right foot to the sky, our left foot to the sky and our right hand to the sky, creating a nice stretch in the front side of our body. And try to keep your left knee pointing down to the ground. And just keep breathing, keeping your drishti, which is your focus gaze, on a fixed point ahead, something that doesn't move. And then exhale, just release, giving some nice shake out in your legs. Now from here, we're going to bring our big toes to touch in a slight gap between our heels. Bring our hands to our heart centre and just slightly bend our knees, sinking our hips down. And then from here, we're going to inhale, create length in our spine, and exhale, twist to our right. Left elbow hooks right knee, pressing our palms into each other. And if this is comfortable on your neck, you can look over your right shoulder. Otherwise, keep your head at neutral. And just sink your hips as low as you need to here. And with each inhale, just breathe into your back. And with each exhale, you can rotate a little further. And then just exhale, release, coming back to centre. As you inhale, create length in your spine. And exhale, twist to your left. Right elbow hooks left knee. Pressing your palms together, drawing your shoulder blades together. With each inhale here, just breathe into your spine. And with each exhale, just rotate a little further. You can keep your head at neutral, or if it's comfortable, you can look over your left shoulder. And exhale, release. And forward fold, Uttanasana. And from here, just going to heel toe our feet out to hip width apart. Grabbing our peace fingers, which is our first two fingers and our thumb, around our big toe on each foot. You can bend your knees as much as you need here. And inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, just forward fold, drawing ourselves in. Elbows go out wide. Just keep your knees as bent as you need here. If you have the range and the flexibility, you can start to straighten your legs. The gaze is between your knees. And exhale, release. Now we're going to take the soles of our feet and lift them up, placing our palms underneath our soles. Again, just bend your knees as much as you need here. And try and get your toes to touch your wrists if you can here. We're going to inhale, lengthen our spine. And exhale, forward fold. Take our elbows out to the side if you can. And just keep breathing. And exhale, release. The inhale, halfway lift, flat back, look forward. And exhale, plant our palms and step back to a plank position. Shoulders over our wrists. You can drop your knees if you need to here. We're going to slowly lower our chest to the floor, elbows tucked in, close to our ribs. Drop your knees if you need. And just go halfway. And then inhale, coming forward to the tops of our feet. Opening our chest, strong legs, strong back and strong core. And exhale, tucking our chin. Coming onto the tops of our feet, hips to the sky for downward facing dog. And from here, inhale, bending both knees. Exhale, left heel to the ground, bend your right knee even more. And inhale, right leg to the sky for three-legged dog. And exhale, open your hip by bending your knee. Try to keep your shoulders square here. Inhale, lengthen your right leg for three-legged dog. And exhale, bringing your right leg forward for pigeon. So your right knee to your right wrist, your right ankle to your left wrist. Then dropping down to the ground. If you need here, you can bring the ground closer to you by placing a couple of blocks or cushions underneath your right glute or your right thigh. Flexing your right ankle here to protect your right knee. Now we'll take our hands out wide here. Left toe points back. So we inhale, just looking forward. And exhale, just hinging at the hip, rolling down, stomach, chest and chin. Then inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Elbows tuck in, our heart opens. And exhale, stomach, chest and chin. Elbows out to the side. Inhale, rolling back up one vertebrae at a time. Elbows tuck in, heart opens. And exhale, elbows out to the side, stomach, chest and chin. And then from here we can rest. Just go wherever is comfortable for you. You can rest on the floor, on some blocks or cushions. Just remember to keep your right ankle flexed here to protect your knee. And if you want more of a stretch, you can start to draw your right hip back, your left hip forward. And you should feel a nice stretch in your right glute. Then just exhale, coming out of the posture, coming over to a seated position, bringing the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh, coming up onto your sitting bones. So we're at more of a 90-degree angle here of our hips and our legs. We're going to inhale, both arms above our head. And then exhale, take our left arm on the inside of our left leg. And still allow our right arm to come overhead. Don't try to force too much here. Just allow your body weight and gravity to do the work. And you can start to press your left arm into your left leg to rotate your chest towards the sky. And if it's comfortable on your neck, you can look underneath your right shoulder. And just keep breathing into your right side body here. Notice with each inhale the tightness where the breath moves into. And with each exhale, you can sink a little bit deeper in this posture without having to force at all. And then inhale, coming forward, swinging your arms to the front of your mat, pressing your palms and pressing back to down dog. Feel free to have any movement here in your right leg if you need. You can pedal your feet forward and back. Have any movement that you need. Get some blood flowing back in that right leg. Just inhale, bending both knees. Exhale, right heel to the ground, bending your left knee. As you inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Keep your shoulders square. Inhale, lengthen your left leg, three-legged dog. Try to keep your hip square here. And then exhale, coming forward to pigeon. Left knee to left wrist. Left ankle to right wrist. Dropping down to the ground. Your right toes point back. Again, if you need any props, cushions, blocks underneath your left thigh or glutes here, you can place them underneath. Flexing your left ankle to protect your left knee. And taking your hands out wide onto your fingertips for Hasta Bandha. And exhale, rolling down, stomach, chest and chin, elbows out to the side. And inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Elbows tuck in, heart opens. And exhale, rolling down. Elbows out to the side. And inhale, coming back up. And exhale, stomach, chest and chin. And come to a comfortable resting position for you. Whatever suits your body best. And if you want more of a stretch, you can draw your left hip back, your right hip forward. Remembering to keep your left ankle flexed here to protect your left knee. And just exhale, rolling over onto your left hip, coming up onto your sit bones, the sole of your left foot on the inside of your right thigh. Right toes point to the sky. As you inhale, take your arms above your head. And as you exhale, your right arm goes on the inside of your right leg and your left arm overhead. It's not so much here how far your left hand can go. You don't need to grab your toes. Just try to open your chest here and get a side stretch, pressing your right arm on the inside of your right leg. And just breathe into your left side body. With each exhale, moving into that space that you create. And then inhale, swinging your arms back to the front of your mat. Pressing back to down dog. Again, have any movement you need here. Get some blood flowing back in your left leg. And from here, bending your knees as you exhale, look forward. As you inhale, stepping to the front of your mat, feet either side of your hands, and taking a squat, a yogi squat, malasana. Bringing your palms together at your chest, elbows on the inside of your knees. Keep your legs active here. Drawing your shoulder blades together. Nice opener for the hips here. And just exhale, come to a seated position, taking your legs out long. For Paschimottanasana, your feet together, toes point to the sky. As you inhale, take your arms above your head, and exhale, straight back, hinging at your hip. If you want to grab a strap here and place it around your feet, you can. Or you can just bend your knees so you're able to grab your feet. Or for the people that are super flexible, you can grab a block and put it on the end of your feet. Just honour your body today and where you're at in your practice. You don't need to force anything. And wherever you're at, try to relax your shoulders and your arms. your chest and your head towards your thigh and your knees. And just breathe into any places that are tight, to your hamstring, your back. And as you exhale, just allow your body weight and gravity to pull you into that space. And slowly, breath by breath, you will move deeper into this posture. Just inhale, slowly coming back up, one vertebrae at a time. Now we'll take our right foot and place the sole of our right foot on the outside of our left knee. Take our right hand behind us. We're going to inhale, take our left arm to the sky. And you have an option here as you exhale. You can grab the front of your thigh and rotate. Or if you wish, you can bring your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. And inhale, create length in your spine. And exhale, rotate. Don't try to force here or twist too far beyond your limits. Just breathe into your spine. Breathe into your chest. And as you exhale, just rotate that a little bit more. You can keep your head at neutral or look over your right shoulder if that's comfortable. And try not to put too much weight into your right hand here. You'll be using your core to hold you up. And just keep breathing and twisting, whatever's comfortable for you. And then just exhale, release, counter twist to the other side. And just inhale, coming back to centre. Switching legs now. Taking the sole of your left foot and the outside of your right thigh. Left hand behind you. One side might be different to the other, so it's on your body. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, a twist of your choice. You can grab the outside of your left leg or bring your right elbow on the outside. And just inhale, create length in your spine. And exhale, rotate. Again, try not to dump too much weight into your left hand here. Try and hold some into your core. It's okay to have some weight into your left hand. Your right toes point to the sky. And just keep breathing and twisting here. Just inhale, release, looking forward. As you exhale, counter twist to the other side. Just inhale, coming back up. You might shuffle forward on your mat here, depending where you're at. And bring the soles of your feet together, as close to your groin as comfortable for you. And then from here, we can just recline back to the mat, the Supta Baddha Konasana. And you can bring one hand on your heart, one on your stomach. Just close down your eyes. And just let the weight of your legs and gravity to slowly open your hips here. You should feel a nice stretch on the inside of your groin. If you wish here, you can place your hands on the insides of your thighs and just gently rock yourself. And just gently rock your thighs from one side to the other, pressing one thigh and then the other. Not to press too hard here, just a little bit of encouragement for more of a stretch. Just inhale, bringing your knees towards each other, using your hands if you wish. And then giving yourself a nice squeeze, your knees into your chest. And it's a gentle rock from side to side. And taking your arms out to a T. Now just dropping both knees and both ankles to your right hand side. And you can stay here if you wish, or you can look over your left shoulder to complete the twist. And just keep breathing. And just inhale using your core, bringing your head to centre, your knees to centre, and then dropping them to your left hand side now, keeping your head at neutral, or looking over your right shoulder to complete the twist. Try to relax the body here. Just inhale, bring your knees back to centre, your head to centre, giving your knees a squeeze into your chest, letting your left leg go out long, bringing your right knee to your chest, and then taking it to your left hand side. So your knee touches the ground. It doesn't matter if your shoulder's off the ground here, just as long as your knee's on the ground. And you're welcome to stay here, or you can turn your head to the right. Just try to relax your body now. Just inhale, coming back to centre, giving your knee a squeeze to your chest. Squaring off your hips if you need to straighten up. And bringing your left knee in, taking your right leg out long. And taking your left knee to your right hand side, your left arm out to a T. Make sure your left knee is on the ground here. Doesn't matter if your left shoulder is off. And look over your left shoulder if that's comfortable. And then just inhale, bringing your left knee to your chest, giving it a squeeze. And from here, we're going to bring both knees into our chest. If you have a block or a cushion or pillows or anything you can use, go and grab that now and place both soles of your feet on the floor, lifting up your hips and placing it at the back of your hips. So you're not on your lower back here as such, it's more on your hips. Your arms can go by your side. And then just take your legs to the sky. Beautiful restorative posture. Salamba Sarvangasana. You're welcome to place one hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. Should be a slight bend in your knees. Just keep breathing. Just relax the mind and the body now. You might feel some funny sensations in your legs, and that's okay. It's just the blood rushing down your legs towards your heart. So your heart can pump more blood, fresh blood back into your legs. If your mind wanders at all, that is okay. Just be kind to yourself. Just bring your attention back to your breath and back to your body. From here, just lower your feet back down to the ground, lifting your hips, removing your blocks or cushions or pillows or whatever you have, and just taking your legs out long, as wide as your mat. Your feet fall out to the side, your hands by your side, palms facing up. For Shavasana, corpse pose, a final posture. Just allow yourself to fully rest now, to fully relax. Just keep breathing. If your attention drifts off to any external sound, or off into any thoughts or stories, that is okay. Just be kind to yourself. Return your attention back to your breath and back to your body. You can begin to take some deeper breaths now. Just notice where your body is in contact with the floor beneath you. You can start to move your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your feet. Have a stretch out in any way that suits you. You might want to take your legs out long, your arms overhead, and have a full body stretch. Just bringing both knees into your chest, giving them a little squeeze, rocking side to side, just slowly waking the body and waking the nervous system. And just gently rocking over to your right hand side, and stop here for a few breaths, using your palm as a pillow, keeping your eyes closed. And slowly in your own time, making your way up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Bringing your palms together at the centre of your chest, Anjali Mudra. Just giving yourself some deep gratitude today for showing up on your mat. And gratitude for this time and energy and space to practice. Raising your hands to your head for kindness in your thoughts towards yourself and others. Hands to your heart for kindness in your actions. And hands to your lips for kindness in your words. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Awesome, my friends. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for practicing along with me, Jamie, from True Nature.